When I find a box of bees that has died and they are infested with wax moths, I just have to shake my head and go, oh, what a loss. But you still try to salvage what you can out of what the bees have left you. So I take them back to the barn and I take them apart and I see what shape everything's in. Now, if you've let it go too long, I have turned a box upside down before, stood the edges of the box on bricks, and stood on the frames, and they wouldn't come out. If they get so heavily infested with bees that you are having to pry the frames out, burn it. It's not worth your time to try to clean those frames up. But if you pull them out and the comb is messed up and there are some cocoons everywhere, that is not a total loss. You can easily clean those up. It takes a little elbow grease and a hive tool to scrape all the frames off, to scrape the cocoons off. And by the way, the cocoons will eat into the wood. And if you leave it long enough generations do that, that wood will snap easily. But if there's just 4 or 5 cocoon pits in that wood, it still has its strength. Scrape it all down, poke the holes out, get all of the cocoons out of the holes. Again, scrape it down as far as you can, get rid of the wax, scrape out the inside of the box, and you can use those frames again. There's nothing about wax moths that's like a disease. They leave nothing behind that you can't see. There are no germs, there are no viruses, there's no bacteria in there. They are strictly an insect pest. So once you scrape everything off and leave it out in the sun for a day or two, you can use those frames again. They're not nice and clean, but you can soak them in a little bleach for 15 minutes and they will turn much cleaner. Wash them off good. Put your wax back in, scrape off the plastic frames if that's what you have, the plastic foundation, and use it again. If I'm using plastic foundation, I put another coat of wax on top of it using a paint roller and melted wax. If I have wooden frames that use wax, I simply put a new piece of wax in there, stick it in the hive, and the bees are ready to take it.